Okay, so in this video tutorial, this time I'm going to tell you about error handling. So I'm taking a simple error example like unauthorized and not found, bad request, and the validations error. So first of all, I'm going to take an API controller, and this is the demo API controller to return actually errors. So in API, we all know that we have some got lots of error in our project. So how to handle at the client side of these errors? It's not a simple thing, but it will cover lots of things like interceptors and errors response. So we got some lots of errors messages I want to display on your screen. So you just add these first of all error action methods in your controller class first. Now, after the controller class, we all know that how to handle the errors. So first of all, I want to take in demo component for your error. So just create a new component for this these error, like test errors or the demo error page, and just call the API and get the error in the observer, that is the next and the server. So first of all, I want to take an new component, and after that we will uh, we will call the API first and get the errors. So you just got an error in your console. So how to trace the HTTP request, and that HTTP request is intercept by the interceptors, so that if your interceptors got an error, then we will redirect to the another page. Like if you got a 404 error, so it will move to the next not found error page. So these all are the pages in your HTML file. So nggc features error demo skip test, and that is. So here we have a features and the error demo skip test page, and here we have a test error components. So first of all, the old one is deleted by me, and also you can design your error demo components. So first of all, you can take an base URL, and after that you can take uh, HTTP client service, through which HTTP client service we can just call the API controller, where you can just call the response. So this is the base API URL, and here I'm going to add API and the false controller name, and just after that add the name of the action method or the route parameter in your action parameter, an action method that is bad request or unauthorized. So here we have a internal server error like this, get 404 error. And these all are the methods inside your error demo component. So first of all, to design 404 error, and you can just call via the subscriber. So that is the base URL, and get 404 error, I mean to say that just call http cat. You can just also add the HTTP client service in your project. So private HTTP client is inject HTTP client. This dot http dot get, this dot base URL plus not found. This is the you know uh, the last routing parameter, and here you can subscribe this method, through which we can get the response as well as the error. So here we have a next response is console.log. and inside your error you just got an error message. Console.log error. Okay, so you test the error first, and after that you can just call interceptors. Now here you can see that here we have an error message, and that is HTTP error response. So each request actually checks the error by the help of the interceptors. So you can add a new interceptor in your project, and interceptor is actually intercept your current or each and every HTTP request. So with the help of the pipe symbol, pipe is a pipeline through which we the request is actually going through the pipeline. Okay, or you can say that request the response is going through the pipeline. So if you got an error message, so it will display the error message or navigate to the proper error message. So first of all, you just add a interceptor, and after that you will navigate the error messages. Okay, so that is the all simple things. You can do it yourself, and it is very easy to test it handle. So we all know that we got an error message in the browser, in the console. So we have a HTTP response error message. So that class is used it where, and also you can just catch the error. Okay, so this is the simple thing you can do and add it in your project.